This is a PokePress special report. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at America's Best Value Inn in Janesville, Wisconsin at one of the Pokemon Trading Card Game City Championships 2012-2013. I'm here with John Schwepp, who was one of the top 4 finishers in the Masters division of today's tournament. And John, we just basically had a question about your deck. It's a bit unusual. It has energy acceleration with the Ho-Oh. It has a Mewtwo EX, but it also has a fair number of Roserade, which is obviously not something usually seen in tournaments these days. What was your thought process behind choosing that type of deck to run?
Sure. Well, Blastoise Keldeo has been dominating the format actually, and it has a weakness to grass. So, part of my thought process was Roserade's one copy has an attack that's grass, does 30x, and you flip 4 coins. So, it averages 60. I used Victini along with that, and so I was able to, when I had a matchup against Blastoise Keldeo, handle that pretty well. And so the rest of it, I also used the Roserade that people have played with the Le Perfume power. That lets you search your deck for any cards. So it's like having 2 or 3 computers searching your deck. It's pretty good. And so, yeah, I just kind of focused on that. I also played Terrakion, which obviously, being able to one-hit Darkrai is pretty big. And that was my main attacker. And then I would use Roserade for certain situations.
Can you give us an example where you would use Roserade besides Keldeo? What other decks does it help against?
It's not bad, really. Against anything. If I have the Victini in play, I can usually get 60 to 90 damage out there for 1 energy. So, if I start with a Rosalia and get it into play while I'm setting up a Terrakion on the bench to retaliate, I'll often just wait for it to be knocked out and then promote Terrakion. So it's just kind of like my early setup Pokemon, and then against certain matchups, obviously with a plus power, it hits Terrakion for 1 hit with 2 heads. Keldeo, it hits for 3 heads. So, I was kind of messing around, and I know people haven't actually seen that played, and I was trying to look for something in grass that worked. And I was actually pretty happy because I top 4'd, but I only played like 1 Blastoise Keldeo all day. So I was actually able to do pretty good against the rest of the metagame.
And what worked well for the deck otherwise? What was your draw engine and stuff like that?
I played 11 supporters because I had Roserade. Like I felt like I could go skimp on supporters a little bit. I focused on energy because I was running Ho-Oh, so I focused on Energy Search, Ultra Ball, or Energy Switch, Ultra Ball, Catcher. The typical engine for trainers. I really didn't have any super tech or anything like that. It was just very straightforward Roserade, Terrakion, Ho-Oh, and 1 copy of Mewtwo EX.
And, you made it to top 4, which you almost got there, but is there anything that didn't quite work out the way you had hoped, and are there any changes you might make to the deck to try and improve it if you end up using it again?
Yeah, I struggle against Mewtwo Landorus, and that was what I was up against in the top 4. Actually, he was running Ho-Oh as well, and it's just, it's kind of difficult to deal with, so... But, as far as some changes, I think I'm honestly pretty happy with it. I was hoping in the top 8 to run into Blastoise Keldeos, and I didn't. I think if I had been on the other side of the bracket, it would have been cool. So,
all right. Well, thank you very much, John. And this has been Stephen Reich from America's Best Value Inn in Janesville, Wisconsin, at one of the Pokemon Trading Card Game 2012-2013 City Championship tournaments. This has been a PokePress special report.